Okay, guys, this is the platform. This is going to be our base of operations. This is two 4x8 sheets of plywood. One of them, of course, on the top is just 1/4 inch. This bottom one is 3/4 inch. Stuff that I had laying around from the build that we're doing on our church at the moment. And so just some things that I'd already had up here, and I had a couple of sawhorses that we'd built for some construction that we didn't need. And so, even some fiberboard and some things that we had laying around. And so this is all scrap wood. Then this is the attic of my house. And so you're going to see some air ducts and things like that. You're going to see, of course, a few G.I. Joe toys laying around, even our Christmas decorations and clothes and whatnot. And so my hope up here is to get a few more lights. We have a few lights that were installed, and put a few lights back here in the back to kind of light up the back of this platform, and be able to have a good place where me and Caleb can come up here and film some G.I. Joe expeditions. And so I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what this looks like. It's pretty much a blank slate at the moment. You can see that I've already done a few things as far as with the spray foam. Just to give you a kind of a layout, and then at the end of this part, I'll show another video with kind of everything laid out on it, so you'll see it, have a little bit more vision for it. But you can kind of see this line here. That is going to be my shoreline, and so I want to try to have quite a few different areas, because there's a lot of G.I. Joe and Cobra have a diverse array of vehicles, and they go to a lot of different places. And so when you're talking about, an 8x8 area, you really can't do a whole lot, but we want to be able to showcase quite a few different areas. And so this area right here in front will be our water area. So this will be good for like a tactical battle platform, hydrofoils, whale or something of that nature. And for some water battles, there's often, obviously an aircraft carrier won't fit here, nor do I have an aircraft carrier, so it won't be anything of that nature. But smaller water vehicles will be here. This rocky shore will be kind of a good opportunity to for climbers and for those to land, say, at night and try to scale a wall to then get up here to this upper area, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. This blank area, I'm hoping to have to do some kind of secret entrance through a cave or something. I haven't completed it yet. I've just been thinking about it. And then, so the shoreline will then meet up, of course, to a beach. And then this will be G.I. Joe's area. There'll be, G.I. Joe base and things of that nature. And this tunnel will be kind of the access point. So it's kind of like it's a little secluded. So you'll come through this tunnel, maybe through the mountain. That will then lead to G.I. Joe base, which will be, like I said, a little bit more off the beaten path. And then so this I'm going to figure out some way to make this look a little bit more like water. Obviously, it's so it'll be painted blue and white, and I don't know how much detail we'll get into. I kind of think of this as like a train table. So I know there's a lot of different ways that they make water on train table and things like that. And so I don't know that I'm going to go into that much detail, or if we'll just have it for good play. But this area will be more paved in the back, more grassy in the front, with a beach area, so that if a Cobra was landing to come and attack G.I. Joe base, or like a night mission or something, they could land soft on the beach and then try to scale G.I. Joe base and get into the headquarters. And so, but this will be more paved, and so we'll paint it to reflect those things. And then, of course, this area will just be kind of part of the mountain. So it'll share one spot, and then it'll just have, I hope to maybe sand some of this down and make more jagged edges. Obviously with spray foam, I didn't make molds. I just kind of lobbed it on there to see what would happen. And I have a vision to believe that I think it's going to be okay. So, and we can even add more if we need to. And so then you come up here to this second level. Second level, again, same size as the bottom level. And again, we want to have more diversity up here. So this area, I'm really more envisioning this as Cobra Island. Because I have a Terradrome, and you can see the Terradrome down there, I want to have an opportunity where I have the old school, I was a big fan of the G.I. Joe comics. That's what really, I mean, the comics and the TV show, of course, but I love the comics, still have all my comics, and just really enjoy the whole Cobra Island, where Cobra, of course, raised the bottom of the ocean floor and made their own island. And so the idea of that and having the Terrordrome on it's just cool to me. And so this area will be that, and that'll be kind of what this rock face will lead to, is Cobra Island. And so this area over here, I've just got some felt laid down right now just to give an idea, but I'm gonna probably put more of a grassy style area up here that'll look a little bit more like grass, and then also with some rock area that'll look like it is kind of a beach of some sort or a cliff of some sort. And I may even put grass all the way up to it. I'm not really sure yet. But Cobra Island, I mean, the Terrordrome will sit over here, and then of course there'll be access to runways and things like that for the planes and helicopters and their ground assault vehicles, hisses, and those kind of things. And so then I don't know that it'll be this large of an area. I do want to have this area out here in the middle as kind of a battleground, same as you would have the water area with a battleground. The G.I. Joe base pretty much takes up this entire area. So this is my main area for combat on ground level. But then over here to this side here, you can kind of see this weird box with a bunch of foam on top of it. I want to make a snow area. And so G.I. Joe, obviously, and Cobra, they tie up in snowy areas as well. You think about the Weather Dominator pieces, and even in the first miniseries, you know, with some snow areas. So I want to be able to do a snow area here as well, maybe a frozen lake of sorts, but I want to have those vehicles showcased as well. And so I hope this gives a little bit of an idea of what we're going for. Again, this whole situation arose because of the desire for me and my son to do something together and do something he enjoys, and that is watching YouTube, unfortunately. And so I figured the best way to get him involved in playing with some normal toys and hands-on kind of creating things was to get into his realm, which was YouTube. So here we are. So the video to follow will show it with the layout of all the vehicles and things on it.